Now I want to tell you what is the last section of the conic section, that is hyperbola. Exactly, if eccentricity is equal to one parabola, less than one ellipse, more than one, it is the hyperbola. Maximum terms of hyperbola and ellipse are similar, but the types of hyperbolas are two. The first equation of the hyperbola is given by x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is equals to 1. This is the hyperbola of type 1. And minus x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equals to 1 is the hyperbola of type 2. So now question is that how we recognize with the help of the sign that if y is negative, type 1, if x is negative, type 2. So I want to discuss with you informations of the hyperbola of type 1. What is that? If we have a hyperbola, this is the type 1, x-axis is known as its transverse axis. This axis is the transverse axis or kind of major axis. Y-axis is known as the conjugate axis. Foci are S and S dash, center is at origin, vertices are A and A dash. So there are again few informations to always remember. What are these informations? Number 1, the center equation of this hyperbola is x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is 1. Coordinates of the center are 0, 0. Then vertices, coordinates of the vertices are plus minus a, 0. Third, eccentricity is equals to root of 1 plus b square upon a square, whereas in previous case the eccentricity was given 1 minus b square upon a square for the ellipse of first type. Fourth, length of transverse axis, this is 2a. And fifth one, the length of conjugate axis. Length of conjugate axis is 2b. And the length of latus rectum is given by length of latus rectum is given by same as was in case of the ellipse, that is 2b square upon a. For remaining informations, I am writing here what is the equation of the transverse axis. The seventh information, equation of the transverse axis, as x-axis is transverse, so the equation is y is equals to 0. Equation of conjugate axis, equation of conjugate, that is y-axis, given by x is equals to 0. Then what is the equation of directrix? The equation of directrix is as same. The equation of directrix is as same as it was in case of the ellipse, that is plus minus a by e. Then what is the focal length? The focal length in case of the hyperbola is ex plus minus a. So vertex, focus, coordinates of the center, equation, length of major axis, length of minor axis, length of transverse axis, that is in case of hyperbola the major name is given to transverse and minor name has given to the conjugate axis. After getting it, you must remember what is more required in the hyperbola of type 2. Hyperbola of the second type, its shape is some sort of this, and we can say equation is minus x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is 1. This is the way of recognizing that y is positive and x is negative. Informations, center. Center in this case is 0, 0. Vertices are on y-axis, that is a and a dash. These are 0, plus minus a. Then eccentricity, root of 1 plus b square upon a square. Then coordinates of the foci, s and s dash on y-axis 0, plus minus be. Then length of latus rectum LLR, it is given by 2a square upon b. Then length of t axis, that is transverse axis, in this case 2b, and length of c axis conjugate axis, it is given by 2a. Now more informations about the equations of the transverse axis, conjugate axis. First, if I tell you equation of the transverse axis, equation of the transverse axis is x is equals to 0 because it is y axis. Then equation of conjugate axis, conjugate is the x axis, it is y is equals to 0. Then equation of directrix, the directrix, there are two, y is equals to plus minus b by e, and the last information, that is the focal length, it is ey. In previous case it was ex plus minus a, it is ey plus minus b. So to solve the problems of related to hyperbola, we must be aware about these 11 facts of the hyperbola. We should remember and we should recall hyperbola's type and the required concept.